while country is still under influence of Hamas' shocking and destructive attack on Saturday. Number of dead on Monday continued to increase by exceeding 900. But Israel gradually began to bury their dead with funeral ceremonies throughout country. A statement of funeral ceremonies so far is an unfinished statement. The burial of many funerals has not yet been approved by the authorities, and some families have tried to keep procedures confidential. 42-year-old Colonel Jonathan Steinberg, commander of Nahal Brigade, with Hamas terrorists Kerem Shalom day before, was buried Jerusalem on Sunday, when Steinberg met a terrorist who killed him. He going to conflict field directed by his subordinates. He is one of most senior Israeli officers. Were recent past Steinberg's father Donnie, Herzl Mountain Military Cemetery. Dear Yoni, our son, a loyal husband, dear father, set out to fulfill duty. He said, let's take care of us, his family, soldiers. Maybe this way we can overcome this terrible coup. 19-year-old Naomi Beecher, who was killed at the music festival near Kibbutz Reem Saturday, was buried in Asdod on Monday. You had a huge and pure heart, his friend praised social media. You were full of energy and joy that I have seen before. A happy girl, funny girl, a positive girl, good friend. Take the daily email of the Times of Israel and never miss our most important news. Take a bulletin email address. On Sunday, Corporal before the withdrawal of Gaza, Devir Lisha, the 21-year-old Nitzani, was buried Herzl Mountain in Jerusalem. His mother Nava remembered at his funeral, when you were 3 years old, we were deported from Neve Dechem Gush Katif. It is not a coincidence that you approach it so much. We will be reborn as a nation of the pain of this war. On Sunday, Obakim 52-year-old Benjamin Rachamim, who was killed by terrorists while walking into the synagogue on the Sabbath day, was buried. Israeli Police Sergeant .38-year-old Major Vitaly Karasik, who was killed while ing with Hamas terrorists near Gaza, was buried in the military cemetery of Herzl Mountain in Jerusalem on Sunday, in tears. His sister Ora remembered, you've never lost optimism even if things are difficult. You were a great source of pride for your children. You have not said twice that you are ready to sacrifice yourself for the good of the country. And you did it. 29-year-old Shimi Hayat, Ascalon, was buried in the city on Sunday after being shot by Hamas terrorists the day before. How will we continue without you? His sister wrote on social media. How can we continue? How can we fall asleep? My heart was shattered. The 22-year-old Lieutenant or Moses, an Ashdod commander of the Internal Front Command, buried in his hometown on Sunday evening after he killed while he working at the chanting base just north of Gaza, which occupied by Hamas terrorists. He had a lot of plans. He dreamed of being an IDF commander and then leaving the army and traveling around.